I say, bad mums. I say,
Skadash, walk one. Bless up all my viewers, all my subscribers out in the world. Hope y'all doing well. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell if you haven't as yet. So we have coming up in the topic, Skeng finally break silence. Sir P exposed this about Shabdon after he got locked up. Sean Paul hurt by Shensia after she said this. Masicka and the Bounty blast them wicked. Plus, Toots Hibbert estate loses major copyright battle to Reggae Legends former manager. Stay tuned.
Yo, Reggae Media TV, badder than everything we're bad, and we madder than everything we're mad.
Alright, so people, it's been a while now. Shensia put it out that, she did dancehall for 5 years and she going over into pop. Let's see how that will go for her. But right here, Sean Paul saying that he was really hurt and disappointed when Shensia declared that the 5 years she had given herself in dancehall had now come to an end and that she was going to pursue pop music, which is her first love. Yes, people, so basically this is what Sean Paul put out his exact words, saying Shen is to me one of the most exciting things in dancehall right now, and it's so crazy because she came and said something that disappointed me. She said on her Instagram live that she was giving dancehall 5 years and she's going to do her real love, which is pop music. I called her a couple days later. I was like, yo, that kind of hurt me. She's like, well, me and you is always good. And I'm like, yeah, but our culture needs our soldiers. And we have supported you up to this point and we love you, Shen. Yes, people, that is what Sean Paul put out. So let me know what y'all think about this after Sean Paul confront Shensia about leaving dancehall for pop. Sean Paul added that because we're at a point in dancehall where in a few years we could get pushed out of the way. So Sean Paul, just advise Shensia to just continue do dancehall same way, because the same thing where she can achieve as a pop artist, she can achieve it as a dancehall artist. Sean Paul went on and said that it really hurt him because Shensia, she's an awesome artist and him understand that she want to express herself because she's that talented. But yet, him want to hear more things from Shensia, like, she's spitting on crocodile teeth on Funk Master Flex. So it's like Sean Paul just tell Shensia that from early out, as him see a bright future in her, and she's talented in basically I tell her, so she not gonna lose anything when she stick to dancehall. So as me say, people, let me know what y'all think about Sean Paul confronting Shensia about this. Do y'all agree? Okay, so by now, a lot of y'all supposed to know that dancehall producer Shabdon arrested in connection with St. James triple murder. So after this took place, we see Sir P react to the whole situation, by leaking out a photo of Shabdon, and we see him put out some more information. Sir P always speaking about how Shabdon involved in plenty wrongdoing. So right here is like we see Sir P put it out that Shabdon, he was planning to leave the country when he realized that they were after him. The music producer Linval Shabdon Thompson Jr. got arrested by members of the Joint Anti-Gang Task Force during a targeted operation in the St. Catherine South Division following preliminary investigation into several incidents. So, we're gonna keep you guys updated on this matter. Okay, so I was supposed to drop this in a previous video, but I never really know how true it is. It is actually a TikTok video going around, showing that Skeng surprised his mom with a car.
Skeng surprised his mother at work with a new car.
Well, you know, me never really quick for jump and put out that video, you know, until me see this right here. Skeng show that it is official. You know, him recently post a video with his reaction right here.
I say bad moms. I say a simple thing, man, catch on, man.
Alright, so big up mommy. Yes, people, you know, Skeng just to show the love we have for mother right here. It good when a youth, you know, can both make them life better and the people around them. Also, we see Russian react to it right here saying, "This is what a real man does, bro." Tag Skeng in it saying, "God bless for that." Yeah, man, so this are gonna make the fans them even rate Skeng, you know, a bit more because, you know, despite the music, them see it says Skeng a real youth and, you know, him a do a lot for people around him same way. So, you see me right here, big up mommy and big up Skeng, our son. You see me? Yeah, man, so it's like Skeng, the reaction when him post in him Instagram caption is like Skeng I say, you know, mommy carry him for 9 months and, you know, him just a look back on all where she go through and him decide to do this out of kindness. So recently, Bunty took to his Instagram and warned about popping Molly, in which, you know, a lot of people using more and more nowadays. Yes, so we see recording artists Skeng and others, you know, endorsing this substance, you know, make it seem to be cool and, you know, people are run with it and thing. So right here, Bunty, he captioned on Instagram, "Word of advice to young and old." You know, it's like Bunty a warn against using the popular drug, and it's like Bunty, I tell people say, yo, this right here, it no cool and una need to stop. Right here, we see Masicka with a comment saying, "Anybody pop Molly, a crackhead naturally." And so far we see some dancehall artists, especially the young ones, you know, singing about this, make it seem cool to the fans, such as Skeng in his popular song, you know, Protocol. Yes, people, so it's like right here, Masicka and Bunty about out them things there out of dancehall, because, you know, dancehall is a culture. We known for weed, you know, liquor and them things there, but it's like this right here, some of the artists them are take it too far with this substance, and the young people them especially running with it, I use it, you know, and it a mash up them head. Okay, so moving along, the next topic right here, Toots Hibbert estate loses major copyright battle to the reggae legend's former manager. Yes, people, so reading from the article right here on Dancehall Mag, as it states, the Toots Hibbert estate has lost a major copyright battle in the Supreme Court against producer-manager Cabell Stevenson regarding an album that the late ska and reggae singer had worked on in the capacity of producer-musician with reggae artist Joop Lion before his death. According to court documents obtained by Dancehall Mag, the case resolved around the authorship and ownership of the musical works associated with Joop Lion and the unlawful detention of a hard drive containing said works. The case also sought to establish whether the Toots Hibbert estate had an interest in the right to sound recordings in question, and dealt with the protection of intellectual property rights and the rights associated with authorship and ownership of different forms of musical creation. Stevenson has hailed the ruling as a landmark decision. You know, so these are the exact words from, you know, the former manager saying, "A landmark case has been established in terms of copyright law, in terms of ownership of composition. we are getting in line with international standards. In my experience, we have been working with a lot of people overseas who have no confidence in our judicial system in terms of copyright and want us to sign contracts based on US law, UK law, and French law, or have arbitration with international tribunals. He also stated that this now proves we can rely on our courts in Jamaica to establish true ownership and give justified decisions in our courts. Yes, people, so the case was triggered by an issue that happened in the wake of Mr. Toots Hibbert's death in September 2020, in which a hard drive owned by Mr. Stevenson and which contained Jupe Lion's album was seized by D&F Music Inc., a recording studio operated in the parish of St. Andrew. So this issue of damages is to process to an assessment of damages in open court. Mr. Stevenson claimed he spent $81,000 US to produce the Jupe Lion album project, court documents said. The defendants were also ordered to pay the legal costs of the claimant.